What's up, everybody? We are just now getting back from town and we got a new video for you today, and it's gonna be on maintaining that sawmill because it's getting that time to take care of some details. And I caught some clips from the other day, from this morning. We're gonna put them all together. Let's get into it. Time to go in Tractor Supply. Headed to pick up some wool. Full flow. And we're gonna need, hold that for me. Yeah. And, yep. Yep. Also, we're gonna need this time fuel filter. Okay, we're about to leave Tractor Supply and I got one more stop to make. I got to go get some nails for the upper section of the barn that has completely been floored out now, and it's time to do some framing. And I don't want to hand nail them. I'm gonna use my nail gun. So to Lowe's we go.
Here we go. So we just left Lowe's and we picked this up. So this is a airless, what do you call it? Framing nailer. I lost my words. So we don't have to drag the air compressor up to the top of the barn to finish that out. We can just use the battery and use this one. So we think that's pretty nice.
So I thought about just taking, I have a pneumatic, like, you know, air compressor nail gun, but I'd have to drag my air compressor from another location and bring it over to there, and then I'd have to drag the hose around. And I've been trying to slowly increase my Craftsman collection of, you know, cordless tools. So I decided to go ahead and get this because there's actually a considerable amount of framing to be done in the upper portion of the barn, and a lot of work even on the lower side when I start adding on all my siding and everything. So it was kind of just a no-brainer to go ahead and get this and you know, use it for that instead of dragging that cord around everywhere. So,
he said, you know, that the barn probably will not be the only project that we have left, so.
No, I still want to add a porch onto the house this fall on the front side of our house, and then there's several other things. I'm always building, so.
We always have building projects going on, so this was a nice addition to our collection.
Okay, one of the first things we are going to do, let's see if Brittany can guess. What's the first thing we're going to do here before we start taking this oil plug out and everything?
We need to blow everything off and get it clean?
That is exactly what we're going to do.
Hey, I was right.
Brittany's over here right now hooking up the air compressor's blower. And we're going to go ahead and blow everything off of the sawmill because I don't want anything in the way. I want to be able to set things down and not get dust all over them. So let's get this underway.
Team effort here. I got the low spot, Tyler gets the tall spot.
Brittany's getting her oil drain bucket in place. Now the goal today is definitely to go through the full process of maintaining the sawmill. I'm sure we will forget something. The last time we did a maintenance video, I always thought it was funny, a bunch of people commented, you didn't do the air filter, you forgot the air filter. Well, we did the air filter, we just didn't video it. But we have to do the air filter actually quite often. What, at least once per week I blow the air filter out?
Yeah.
If you don't, I mean, just think about it. The amount of dust that's in the air here, and especially when you cut woods like oaks and cedars and stuff like that, there's so much fine dust in there, you have to keep the air filter blowed out. First thing you need to do is warm your motor up because you got to drain your oil, and it's always best to have the motor warm so that the oil drains faster. I don't have mine super warm right now, but I've got plenty of time to let it drain. And I took 2 wrenches, one to hold here, one to hold here, and get this oil line draining. So we're gonna let that go all the way till it's done. Find a good spot for it to rest. While that's draining down there, let's go ahead and crack this open and let this start to drain down as well. It is nice this is in the wide open, guys, because you can take a little filter wrench. And we'll just crack that open right there and let that drain down. Shouldn't be much held in there, and then I also allow some airflow through there. About to come off. Right there. See, no mess. Easy. I always like to take a little bit of oil and put on this base gasket, and I mean, we're talking like just like so, before you seat that down. So let's get up here. It touches down. You just got to go snug. Okay, let's go ahead and cap this. We have fully drained. Oil's fully drained. We got the new filter on. I'll set this oil down so we don't spill it. Step around here. All right, that's tight. Time to put the oil into it. So, now we gotta be able to do it without spilling. Ready? Oh, right in.
You got it.
2 quarts. Generally on these Kohler engines, whether you got the small to large, 1 to 2 cylinders, it's usually about 1 quart to a cylinder. Always check. This one fills up on about 2 quarts.
Can you do it 2 times without spilling?
Probably. Maybe. 2nd quart. Not a drop. And always remember, guys, to keep that, make sure you cap that, cap it off before you pour it in, or you're gonna watch some high dollar oil go on the ground.
Now, how do you know that?
So, one time I was changing oil with my grandfather. He had a 97 Nissan hard body, and we were, I just spilled a drop right there. We were changing the oil in it one day, and he had some oil racks built over there, and he pulled his truck up on them. Dropped the oil out, put it in neutral, backed it off the oil rack, and he poured his 5 quarts or whatever it was of new oil into his Nissan, and we watched every bit of it hit the ground.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he forgot to put the plug back in. So, been there, lived that. So one other thing that we're gonna go ahead and do this time, we're actually at 320 hours on this sawmill now. It's getting time to replace this fuel filter. I loosened this up, and this top one up here is a spring actuated clamp. So we'll move that up. Probably get a little bit of fuel on me here, but that's okay. I do want to get this replaced. Fuel these days is not near as clean as it should be, so twist. Alrighty. Now we got to take it out of the bottom. Bottom one's hanging on tight, guys. There's the bottom one. All right. Should open that up and see what it looks like inside.
Here's the new one.
Now we'll put the new one on. There's an important thing when you put these on. See that arrow? Fuel flow. We know our fuel's coming from this side and our fuel's going to this side. So, just like so. Take the clamp. back down. There's that one. Slide this one up and tighten it. See it filling back up with fuel. Right there.
So I believe that Patches has become a sawmill cat. She didn't even care when Tyler crunked the sawmill up and even turned the blade on. She was still just laying there. Now that we've got everything bolted back together, let's check the oil level. What's it looking like, Tyler?
All right, let's get a clean dipstick and go in. Sometimes you have to add just a touch on top of your 2 quarts. And as you can see, we're just towards the low side, so I want to add a touch on top of that, probably about 1/4 quart or so to get it right in that middle line. So we got a spray bottle with ATF and a rag that I keep in my shop specifically for keeping these chains lubricated, and this helps stop them from ever, if you do not take care of these, what can happen is you can develop rust, and they can get kinks and binds in them, and you want to keep these, you know, flowing and functioning how they were intended to. So, and Woodmizer recommends using ATF on them, so that is what we use on them. So we do this one all the way up and down. You may have to move your head up and down to get to the full length of the chain, and then we also will be doing the chain that drives the head back and forth, same way. So now we got our drive chain that drives our head back and forth. Same automatic transmission fluid here. Telling you guys, the rag and the squirt bottle for this is the way to go.
We're gonna move the head down so we can get the other side of the chain. Wanna make sure we get it all.
So lift our head up so that we can get it past our backstops there. So we got a felt pad under here that you gotta use. This is a lubrication pad, so you need the ATF inside of here as well. And then lubricate all these rails. That's what keeps them wiped clean and lubricated. Got the compressor shut off there. Soak this felt pad. And we're gonna wipe the whole rail down all the way, top and bottom. There's a top and bottom rail, needs to be clean. We'll put the pad back on. Simple enough. They got it fixed where you don't even have to have a wrench. Just take that on and off. Wing nuts, fast and easy. Line them up and twist them in. So we got 2 things left to do now. We got to take care of the air filter and then the greasing of the whole sawmill. There's 10 or 12 different grease fittings around there. But I will show the air filter this time because this one's dirty. We were sawing cedar yesterday. Blow this one out. We'll slip her back together here. Dust them in there. Put this back up to where it goes. And like I said, that's a weekly, you know, once a week you gotta blow that out. New tube of grease in. Go through all the spots.
So we got all the spots on the sawmill greased up. So Tyler said, I already have the gun out. Why not go ahead and get the tractor fixed up too? I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but it's a misty day today. So this was a pretty good day to do all the things we needed to get done on the sawmill and the tractor.
Okay guys, I took you through the process of maintenance in the sawmill, and I don't know that I've got everything on camera. I think I got everything on camera. If we missed something, comment down below and let us know the one thing we missed and not the 20 things we got right. I'm just kidding. But no, we did get everything done. I'm sure there's a grease fitting or two that I probably missed or something, but I think that pretty much covers it. We got the air filter, we got the chains lubricated, we got the oil changed. So yeah, if you do these things, you definitely are going to be in pretty decent shape. This is kind of something you have to do. The oil changes I do on, like, because I watch my oil level as I go throughout my weeks and the usage, and you can tell how it's turning brown. And about 75 to 100 hours, and you're going to have to do an oil change if you want to keep it fresh. And I'll check the maintenance in the book, what it recommends, but I recommend 75 hours. You do what you want to. But every 75 hours I do an oil change. I blow my air filter out weekly, so that's probably 25 hours, 20 to 25 hours of run time, and did my first fuel filter change at 300 hours. So that's just what I did. We do the wipe down, blow down, and all that in between. We cut a lot of stuff here, so we do get a lot of debris. I'll turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you some debris I'm talking about. This is from 1 week. But no, while we mention it or whatever, we do cut a lot of pine here. In about a week and a half, 2 weeks max, this floor just gets completely covered with debris from sawing pine. And we strip this out pretty much every 2 days. Every 2 days that gets all the way pulled out from under the mill. Because if you don't do that, there's a lot of fittings and stuff. I'll zoom in here and show you. If you get too much debris built up in, near, or around those pieces, you can end up causing problems. So we end up pulling this out at least once per week completely under the mill. Now we may leave this over here and get that every 2 weeks, but this right here has to be stripped out every week. My wife said I have grease in my beard.
It's everywhere.
See that right there?
We got everything greased, I guess.
Yeah, even I'm greased. So we got a little bit of sawing to do. I haven't decided yet for sure what all will be included in this video. It's majorly and most importantly about maintaining your Woodmizer Sawmill. But we may get a couple clips this afternoon before I decide to go in and edit this guy up. But we'll just have to see. Well, we got to cut some pallet wood this afternoon anyway, so we decided that we are going to go ahead and it's like focusing on me but not focusing on you. See that? Watch it.
Here I am. Oh, it's
and
not.
I don't know what it's doing. But anyway, we decided if we did all this work to the sawmill and got it all lubricated and ready to saw, might as well show you sawing on it just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna wind this one down, but as we're winding down, I'm gonna take you over to the barn and give you an update on that. We could tell for sure after doing all the details to the sawmill, the head travel move back and forth seems to be better after you get everything lubricated and slicked up. So maintenance is important. You got to do it, guys. And let's take you over here to the sawmill now, show you where we're at.
The barn, not the sawmill.
Sawmill.
We're leaving the sawmill.
Leaving the sawmill, going to the barn. Okay, we are up here, and as you can see, we have it floored out completely now. And what we went ahead and did was we brought us some 2x4s up here for framing, and we went ahead and brought our sawhorses up here. Because now we're going to start putting some walls all the way around this thing. But I do like how the floor turned out. It's really nice. It's smooth, it's flat. What you think, Miss Brittany?
I liked it. It turned out really good. It took a while to get it done because it's been so hot recently, but it's raining right now and we're just standing in it. It feels pretty good though.
She is correct. It is quite literally raining right now, and we are up here above this, and I don't know that I'm gonna nail up a bunch today. I mean, I would love to include that in this video, and that was the intention, but it's raining. So mostly gonna see maintenance on this video, and the update is the upper deck is done. We are standing up here. We did purchase our nail gun for this framing.
That's right.
So that means, guys, we got a lot of work to do this weekend. We're gonna be putting together some footage for you guys, and we're gonna be framing.
Yep.
And a water line. We got a water line going in. For those of you that were really paying close attention and you've seen the mini excavator below, stay tuned for Monday's video, and we're gonna get all that in, but we're gonna wind it down. That's gonna do it for this video. And until next time, wait, I don't want to do that. I got to tell you guys some things. You need to check out our Patreon and our Instagram in the description, in the links below. Check those links out.
Check them out, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and comment so it boosts us up.
Yep, get the algorithm. Anyway, till next time.
See ya.
Bam.